Just really quickly, this is a very interesting video. It brings together different perspectives. I asked women what is it about traveling that they love and hate, and more specifically, one thing they love about traveling and one thing they hate. Hi guys! Hope you are doing well at home and trying to take care of yourself and are trying to be safe. We're all stuck with the same problem, trying to be at home and get rid of this disease. One thing that I've really learned about us as people and humans all together, and myself as well, is that we really undervalue the importance of other people in our life and the importance of technology. There would have been no work from home, less possibilities of people connecting so well digitally and being there for one another digitally and virtually. And I think it's one of those things to be grateful for. So I asked women one thing they love and one thing they hate about traveling. And this is precisely what they said.
What do I love most about traveling, either alone or with my family, is that I appreciate my life. Because when you go out or from your comfort zone, you started to appreciate what you have in life, and you get better perspective of how other religion and other culture lives, dealing with daily life's problem.
My brain grows, that the shapes changes because I get to learn how different people do things differently. What's normal for me, it's not normal for other people.
Every time I've traveled to anywhere, whether it's near or far, I've always found the time and space and that relaxed state of mind to get past all the problems and issues that I'm facing in my life.
And when I get that click in my mind, when I see how life can be different, it's amazing.
I knew this would be hard.
See, when you're in one sort of environment and for a very long time, and you're stuck in a loop in that life, you don't get the right state of mind and time to get past or move on from things or a certain problem that you're facing. But when you're traveling, you get all that is necessary to move past it or solve it or process it. And the best part about it is that you don't even realize when you're traveling until you're back home, and after a week you realize, oh wow, I'm past that issue and I did not even realize it.
It's almost the right before the travel, actually. It's the sense of like the most I can explain it is when you walk up to a cliff and you just get this sense of like a drop and then like eternity, and you realize that like you are on the edge of something that is so much bigger than yourself, and you look out and you can see far into the distance, and it's just all possibility. I think that's the feeling I love most about getting ready to go on an adventure.
It has always turned out to be something I learn from every time.
It's always the beginning for me of the adventure. There's so much possibility.
I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view and I can see what's right and what's wrong in it. So that's something that has been fruitful for me.
The thrill that you kind of seek is what's gonna happen.
Adventure and yeah, seeing new places for sure, and trying out new food and new clothes and like everything, like a new culture.
So these are like 4 or 5 things.
Going to different cities and exploring little neighborhoods. I feel there's a lot of history over there. You find a lot of locals over there. The food itself, everything's just good about those little neighborhoods.
The top thing for me would be food, because I'm a foodie.
Getting lost in different alleys, just seeing different people.
Getting to know other people from other countries.
Is people.
Still having the language barrier and being able to understand each other, sign language or however. I think people have always been very, very helpful. They've always gone above and beyond to help me out, even if there's a language barrier.
Whenever I go to different places, I try to meet old friends, I try to connect with new people, make new friends. This is one of the things that really excites me. Sometimes, I'll travel and I'll meet a friend whom I have not talked to in the last like 5 to 10 years, and then we connect and it's like a reunion and it feels so amazing.
For me, it restores my faith in humanity. It makes my trip even more enjoyable. That's the first thing that you find out when you step out of the airport and people are just ready to help you. You're gonna have a good time, right?
Last time I went to Boston, I basically wanted to meet my old friends and to reconnect with my friends from the undergrad, and it was honestly one of the best things ever. A lot of my old friends, gave it a preference. They came to this reunion from like far away. They drove there or were visiting, and it's one of the best memories that I have in mind.
The second part was harder to think about. What do I not like about traveling?
Is dependency. So whenever you're traveling, you are dependent on so many things, on your financial condition, on the people that you're traveling with, on shopkeepers, on food items, on the place you're staying, on the person whose place you're staying at, on a lot of and everything almost. You are depending on a lot of things, and I don't like that part of traveling because I don't like dependency, and that's the only reason that makes me come back home.
And I literally came to a very trivial issue, which is I'm a very picky eater. So sometimes when I travel, it's really hard for me to find the food that I can actually eat, and because of that, I miss out on a lot of the food that is served by the locals.
Insecurity of outside from the comfort zone, right? You had to deal with things that you're not used to,
And getting sick while traveling. That's annoying.
Actually, the hassle to pack, to take flights and all that, like I think it's just that part of traveling where you actually have to work, like take your dresses along, makeup and all that. I just don't like that part.
Is airports and flights. Oh my god, I can't begin to tell. It's so annoying.
Airports, security at airports in particular.
By myself, particularly through airports, is needing to lug all of my stuff, which I try to pack light, but it's still a lot of stuff when you're by yourself, into the bathrooms. Because when you're with someone can stay with the luggage and watch it, and you can go to the bathroom, do your thing, go get your coffee, whatever you need, and come back, and it's all right there. When I'm in the airport by myself, if I go to the bathroom, gotta bring all my stuff, get back to my spot, sit down, I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty, or ooh, I need to go get food. Have to lug all your stuff, so put your book back in your bag, everything, and go find food, and then come back, and more likely than not, your spot's probably taken, so you have to reestablish yourself somewhere else. And it might not be next to like a phone charger, which really sucks.
Packing things, then waiting at the airport. You have to get there early, so you're like 2 hours early there or 1 hour early, and then you're waiting, and the lodging and the getting your ticket and put your bag here and then sit in the plane and then transfer, and then when you land in that place you have to then figure out, okay, how do I get to the city center?
Say something funny. Let me think of something funny. All right. I can't be funny.
I was absolutely stressing out over my luggage. Losing my luggage just in the beginning of the trip, I think that's the most stressful thing that can happen to you. when you're in a different country. I try to pack additional clothes in my backpack just so I'm covered for the first 2-3 days if anything does go sideways.
So other than that, keep traveling, keep loving life, and do as much as you can. Honestly, just a trip into town or a trip to the other side of town is just another adventure, just a shorter one.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the perspectives of these women in terms of traveling, and stay tuned to my channel. I would really appreciate if you can support and subscribe. That helps in bringing up these videos when people are searching, so it really makes a lot of difference if you like and subscribe. I just started this YouTube channel and my purpose is to make traveling about women a narrative that we talk about, especially for women of color and minorities, how they perceive traveling and what it means to them.